Hello, friends. How are you? Welcome everyone to my channel today. We're going to explore some of the most valuable and highly sought-after coins. The top 4 1-cent wheat penny copper coins with incredible market value. Money bag. We'll dive into the world of rare wheat penny era coins, especially those found in dirty conditions. With unique gold tones and unusual color shades, they become true treasures for collectors and investors alike. These coins aren't just pieces of metal. They're pieces of American history, holding stories, beauty, and unbelievable worth that can turn an ordinary penny into a collector's dream. So, if you're a coin enthusiast or someone who appreciates the hidden value of American currency, this video is made just for you. Let's get started with our first rare coin. Welcome, coin lovers and treasure hunters. Today we're diving into the mystery and magic of one of the most legendary coins in American history, the 1944 1-cent wheat penny, without a mint mark. This tiny copper coin might look ordinary at first glance, but behind its simple face hides a story of incredible value, luck, and history. Many collectors call it the miracle penny, because if you happen to own one, it could change your life in the blink of an eye. Yes, you heard that right. This coin is worth millions of dollars in today's market. It's more than just a piece of metal. It's a piece of fortune waiting to be discovered. Back in 1944, during the height of World War II, the U.S. Mint was focused on supporting the war effort. Copper was a critical material used for ammunition, wires, and military supplies. Because of that, the Mint had switched to making steel pennies in 1943 to save copper. But something extraordinary happened in 1944. A small number of copper blanks were accidentally left in the machines and struck with the 1944 wheat penny design. These few copper coins without a mint mark slipped into circulation unnoticed, creating one of the most valuable minting mistakes in American coinage history. The 1944 wheat penny without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which usually produced the cleanest, most uniform coins. But this one was different. It was made from leftover copper planchets that were never supposed to be used again. The result was a beautiful reddish-brown coin that gleamed unlike any other. Its appearance, combined with the era behind it, made it a legend. Only a handful were ever found, and each one became a centerpiece in coin collections across the world. Its rarity and condition play a huge role in determining its worth. The cleaner and more original it looks, the higher its price skyrockets. Now imagine this. You're sorting through an old jar of pennies in your home, maybe passed down from your grandparents, and suddenly you spot a 1944 wheat penny. You hold it up under the light, and your heart skips a beat when you notice there's no mint mark. Could it be one of those copper treasures worth millions? That thrill of discovery is what makes coin collecting so exciting. Some lucky people have stumbled upon these coins in the most unexpected places, in old drawers, attic boxes, even in pocket change. It's like finding a hidden piece of history wrapped in pure luck. The 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny's value comes from its impossible story. While most 1944 pennies were made of copper as production resumed that year, the ones that carry distinct characteristics, different tone, unusual metal composition, or striking errors, can reach astronomical prices. The perfect, uncirculated 1944 copper pennies have fetched hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars in major auctions. Collectors compete fiercely for these coins, and some even call them the pennies of destiny, because owning one could literally transform your financial future overnight. But what makes this coin even more fascinating is the emotional connection behind it. This wasn't just money, it was history in your hand. These pennies were minted during one of the toughest times in America's past. Every coin was a symbol of resilience, strength, and unity. Soldiers carried them to war. Families saved them in jars, and children used them to buy candy. The 1944 penny represents a moment frozen in time, when the world was changing, and yet this tiny coin continued to tell its story for generations to come. Owning one is like owning a piece of the American spirit itself. Now the question arises, how can a coin so small carry such massive worth? The answer lies in the golden rule of rarity and demand. The fewer the coins available, the higher the desire among collectors. Combine that with a minting error and historical significance, and you've got the perfect storm of value. This 1944 wheat penny without a mint mark has become the ultimate collector's dream. In pristine condition, some pieces have been valued at over $1 million. Even slightly worn examples still command prices that most people could only dream of. The beauty of the 1944 copper penny also lies in its details. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front carries a deep, bold impression, surrounded by the words, "In God We Trust." On the back, the two wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America, giving it that classic design loved by generations. But what truly sets it apart are the subtle differences in shade and texture, a warm copper red or deep brown tone that shines differently under light. These shades tell the story of the coin's journey, from the day it was struck to the day it was discovered again. Collectors across the globe continue to chase this legendary penny, often calling it the coin that can rewrite your destiny. Its market value keeps rising year after year as fewer and fewer are found in circulation. Some private collectors even keep them locked away in vaults as prized treasures. The excitement surrounding this coin has turned it into a symbol of hope, proof that even the smallest things can carry the greatest rewards. It's a reminder that hidden treasure still exists in plain sight, waiting for the right pair of eyes to recognize their worth. So, the next time you come across a 1944 wheat penny without a mint mark, don't ignore it. Take a moment, look closely, and remember, you might just be holding $1 million piece of history. This is not just a coin. It's a key to financial fortune, a link to America's proud past, and a living symbol of luck, rarity, and timeless beauty. So keep searching, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a single penny. Because one day, that small copper coin could turn your entire world around. Next up, welcome, everyone, to another thrilling journey into the world of rare American coins. And today, we're talking about a true hidden treasure, the 1954 D1 cent wheat penny. This small copper coin from the Denver Mint may look simple and ordinary, but the truth behind it is far from ordinary. It holds a story of mystery, rarity, and unimaginable value. In today's market, certain pieces of this very coin have been valued in the millions of dollars, shocking collectors and investors alike. Imagine holding a single penny that could change your life overnight. That's exactly what this 1954 D-Wheat penny represents. The power of luck, history, and fortune in the palm of your hand. The story of the 1954 D-Penny begins in a period when America was booming with post-war progress. Factories were busy, families were growing, and the U.S. Mint was producing millions of coins daily to meet demand. Among these countless pennies, a few carried something extraordinary, a rare minting difference, a distinct color tone, or an unusual texture that set them apart from the rest. Those rare variations, combined with pristine preservation, transformed them from everyday change into million-dollar collectibles. The D mint mark under the date shows it was struck in Denver, and coins from that mint are known for their bold features and clean copper shine. But not every 1954 D penny is created equal. Most are worth face value, but a few unique ones, especially those with striking errors, perfect shine, or rare composition, have stunned the numismatic world. Some were made with slightly different metal blends, giving them a rare reddish gold tone that gleams under light like a hidden jewel. Others show double-stamped images, die cracks, or off-center prints that happened during the minting process, accidents that turn simple pennies into fortune makers. These rare traits make the coin one of the most talked-about collectibles among serious coin hunters. Picture this, an old jar coin sitting in your home, passed down through generations. You open it out of curiosity, and among the pile of copper pennies, one catches your eye. The shine looks richer, the color deeper, and when you look closely, you see the date 1954 with a small d under it. Could this be the one? That tiny spark of curiosity has led thousands of people to life-changing discoveries. Many have found priceless coins in the most unexpected places, in old drawers, vintage wallets, and even under couch cushions. That's the beauty of coin collecting. History hides in plain sight, waiting for the right moment to reveal its value. The 1954 D-Wheat penny is more than metal. It's a piece of the American dream. During the 1950s, this coin represented progress, hard work, and the strength of a nation rebuilding after war. Every cent carried the face of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of honesty and unity, surrounded by the words, "In God We Trust." On the reverse side, the two wheat stalks stood proudly, framing 1 cent and United States of America. That design, simple yet bold, made it one of the most beloved coin styles in history. But when you realize that a single variant of this coin could be worth millions, it becomes not just a design but destiny itself. The real magic behind the 1954 D penny lies in its condition and story. Coins that survived untouched, without scratches, dirt, or wear are like time capsules, pure, flawless, and breathtaking. Some have been preserved so perfectly that they shine brighter than newly minted coins. In auctions, these uncirculated pieces have broken records, their value jumping from thousands to hundreds of thousands, and for a few, even touching the $1 million mark. The combination of rarity, age, and beauty makes the 1954 D wheat penny one of the most chased treasures in the numismatic world today. Collectors often describe finding this coin as an emotional experience. It's not just about the money. It's about holding a living piece of history, something that survived decades and still carries the spirit of a powerful time. Each scratch, each glow of copper, tells a story of hands it has passed through, pockets it has rested in, and dreams it has inspired. The thrill of discovering a rare 1954 D penny isn't just financial, it's spiritual. It's that electric moment when you realize you're connected to something far bigger than yourself, a chain of luck, legacy, and lasting value. The reason why this coin continues to rise in value is simple: rarity plus passion. With every passing year, the number of well-preserved 1954 D wheat pennies decreases. The more time passes, the rarer they become, and the more collectors are willing to pay to own one. It's like owning a diamond that only gets brighter with age. People from around the world, from beginner collectors to millionaire investors, hunt for this copper beauty. And once a perfect specimen appears in the market, it sparks bidding wars that show just how deep people's fascination with history and fortune really runs. The most breathtaking examples of the 1954 D penny feature deep copper red tones, mirror-like surfaces, and bold, raised lettering. When you hold one under light, it glows with a warmth that feels alive. That's the kind of beauty that draws collectors in like a magnet. Some lucky owners who discovered theirs unknowingly in family boxes or coin rolls ended up selling them for life-changing amounts. Stories circulate of people turning a penny into property, cars, and even entire businesses. It sounds unbelievable, but that's the power of a rare coin that carries both mystery and miracle. So, if you ever come across a 1954 D wheat penny, don't overlook it. Examine it carefully, handle it with care, and keep it safe. You might be holding a copper fortune worth millions, a piece of history, wealth, and destiny all in one. This little coin proves one timeless truth. Sometimes the smallest things in life hold the greatest power. A penny that once bought candy or gum in the 1950s could now buy a mansion or a dream life in the modern world. That's not luck, that's legacy. So keep your eyes open, your coins close, and your hopes high, because your fortune might just be hiding in plain sight. Next up, welcome treasure hunters and coin lovers. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating story of one of the most legendary coins ever created, the 1955 1-cent wheat penny, without a mint mark. This small copper coin from America has stunned collectors around the world for decades because of its rarity, beauty, and the life-changing fortune it carries. It might look simple, but behind that humble copper surface hides a tale of mystery, error, and unimaginable value. Some versions of this coin have been valued in millions of dollars in today's market. Yes, a single penny that could transform your life overnight. If you ever find one, it could be your golden ticket to wealth beyond imagination. The 1955 wheat penny was born during a time of booming American industry and progress. The country was moving forward after the challenges of war, and the U.S. Mint was running at full speed to produce coins for everyday use. But during this process, something extraordinary happened. A small number of coins left the mint with a printing error, so unique that they became one of the most famous mistakes in coin history. These 1955 pennies were struck with a doubled image, making the date and lettering appear blurry and doubled, a visual error that turned an ordinary coin into a priceless treasure. And since these pennies were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, they carry no mint mark, which makes them even more special. What makes this coin so valuable isn't just its rarity. It's the story behind it. Imagine the scene. Late at night in 1955, as the minting presses thundered away, one set of dies became misaligned. Instead of being destroyed, a small batch of those error coins made it into circulation. Ordinary Americans received them in their change, from grocery stores, gas stations, and candy shops, completely unaware that they held a fortune in their hands. Some people noticed something strange about the lettering, but few understood the real significance. Over time, those coins vanished into pockets, drawers, and jars, waiting to be rediscovered decades later as symbols of incredible luck. The 1955 wheat penny without a mint mark became legendary in the coin collecting community, often called the king of error coins. When collectors first realized how few existed, the hunt began. Stories spread of people finding them by accident in old jars, dusty boxes, and inherited collections. Each discovery sent waves of excitement through the numismatic world. These pennies became the dream find, the kind of treasure that every collector hopes to uncover. Today, if you hold a genuine 1955 no-mint mark error penny in perfect condition, you could be looking at a coin worth hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. But beyond its market price, this coin carries an emotional power that's hard to describe. The 1955 wheat penny represents a moment frozen in time, a small mistake that became a masterpiece. It reminds us that even accidents can create legends. Its deep copper-red tone, its strong portrait of Abraham Lincoln, and that unmistakable double print make it a coin that stands out the instant you see it. Collectors treat it with almost sacred respect, knowing that they are holding a piece of minting history that will never be repeated again. It's more than money. It's magic captured in metal. One of the most exciting parts of this story is how these pennies keep appearing when people least expect them. Someone might open an old family box, clean out a drawer, or check a coin jar that's been collecting dust for decades, and suddenly there it is, the 1955 wheat penny without a mint mark, gleaming faintly, waiting to reveal its secret. Every time one surfaces, it reignites the hope that anyone, anywhere, could be sitting on a hidden treasure. That's what makes this coin so captivating. It bridges ordinary life and extraordinary fortune. The 1955 penny has also become a symbol of destiny for collectors. Many coin hunters say that finding one is not just luck, it's fate. Because in a world where millions of coins were made, only a few came out like this. Those few carry a uniqueness that no mint could ever replicate. When you look at one closely, the double words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" seem almost alive, as if the coin itself is whispering the story of its creation. Each tiny imperfection adds to its mystery, making it one of the most beautiful mistakes in American history. Over the years, the value of a 1955 wheat penny without a mint mark has soared higher and higher. Every major auction adds another layer of legend to its name. Collectors are willing to pay almost anything for one in mint condition, sealed, untouched, and glowing with that original copper shine. Some of these coins have fetched life-changing prices, turning ordinary families into overnight millionaires. And with each sale, the world is reminded of how something so small, so seemingly insignificant, can carry the weight of immense fortune. What's most inspiring about this story is the message it carries. Great value often hides in plain sight. The 1955 wheat penny teaches us to look closer at what we take for granted. That old coin sitting in your collection or resting in a jar could be the one that changes everything. This coin doesn't just represent wealth. It represents hope, patience, and discovery. It shows that history has a funny way of rewarding those who pay attention. Sometimes, destiny is as simple as flipping over a penny and realizing you're holding a miracle. So, if you ever come across a 1955 wheat penny without a mint mark, handle it carefully, because you might be touching a $1 million piece of history. Don't rush to sell it. Don't ignore it. Treasure it. This coin proves that the smallest things can hold the greatest secrets. It's not just a coin. It's a doorway to fortune, a spark of American history, and a timeless reminder that miracles do exist. So keep searching, keep believing, and never underestimate the power of a single penny, because that tiny copper coin might just be your ticket to an overnight fortune. Next up, welcome treasure seekers and coin enthusiasts. Today, we're uncovering the story of one of the most remarkable and mysterious coins in American history, the 1958 D1 cent wheat penny. This small copper coin, struck in Denver, might seem like a simple piece of everyday change, but hidden within it lies a secret that has amazed collectors and investors for decades. Some rare examples of this coin have been valued in millions of dollars in today's market. Just imagine a single penny that could make you a billionaire overnight. It's not just a coin. It's a symbol of luck, history, and fortune all melted into one shiny copper circle. The 1958 D wheat penny came at the end of an era. It was one of the last pennies to feature the famous wheat ears on the reverse, a design that had represented American pride, hard work, and resilience since 1909. After 1958, the Mint replaced this design with the Lincoln Memorial, marking the end of a chapter in American coinage. That final year gave birth to a series of coins that became historical artifacts, and among them, the 1958 D stands out as a masterpiece of rarity and beauty. The D below the date shows it was made at the Denver Mint, a mint known for precision, yet occasionally producing unexpected miracles that changed numismatic history forever. What makes the 1958 D penny so valuable isn't just its age or design, but the rare and extraordinary variations that appeared during its minting. Some coins showed unusual color tones, deep red copper, golden hues, or dark chocolate brown, that make them visually breathtaking. Others displayed subtle minting errors like doubling in the lettering or minor die cracks that only sharp eyes can notice. These imperfections transform them into treasures that collectors crave. When one of these perfect or error-marked pieces appears in an auction, it can command prices so high that even experts are left stunned. Picture this. You're sitting at home, sorting through an old box of coins left behind by your parents or grandparents. You pull out a few dusty wheat pennies and notice one from 1958 with a tiny D under the date. It feels heavier, glows brighter, almost as if it's whispering its story through time. Could this be the one? That feeling of excitement, of holding something that might be worth a fortune, is what drives coin enthusiasts around the world. Many people have found life-changing coins in their own homes, and the 1958 D wheat penny is one of those coins that can turn ordinary moments into golden opportunities. The story of the 1958 D penny is also the story of America itself, a country growing stronger after decades of struggle, with every cent representing the hard work of its people. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front stands tall as a symbol of freedom, while the twin wheat stalks on the back remind us of prosperity and unity. This coin carried those values in every transaction, passing through countless hands before becoming a legend. When you hold one of these pennies, you're not just touching metal. You're holding a piece of American history, frozen in time. Now, let's talk about what makes some of these 1958 D pennies worth millions. The answer lies in their rarity and perfection. A few coins were struck with a special quality: bright red copper surfaces, perfect edges, and flawless details. Others came with rare minting errors that occurred by accident but made them priceless. In the world of coin collecting, those tiny details make a world of difference. While ordinary 1958 D pennies might only be worth a cent, the extraordinary ones, the perfect specimens, have sold for unimaginable prices. These coins are the holy grail for collectors who dream of finding that one-in-a-million treasure. But beyond their financial value, these coins have a deeper charm. They carry the soul of discovery. Every collector dreams of that one moment, flipping a coin and realizing it's not just money, it's a miracle. The 1958 D wheat penny represents that dream. It has turned people into believers, showing that fortune doesn't always come from gold or diamonds. Sometimes it comes from copper. It's a coin that proves the smallest things can hold the greatest power. And once you find one, you'll never look at pocket change the same way again. The journey of the 1958 D penny through time adds even more to its magic. From mint presses in Denver to pockets, shops, and savings jars across America, these coins have traveled far and wide. Some lay forgotten for years, only to reappear decades later with a new glow of mystery. Each rediscovery rekindles excitement in the collector's world. The more time passes, the rarer and more valuable these coins become, especially those in pristine condition. That's why serious collectors keep them protected in glass cases, not just as investments, but as symbols of history, art and luck combined. Every curve, every shine, every letter on the 1958 D penny tells a story. The sharp details of Lincoln's face, the deep grooves of the wheat stalks, the bold D mark. They all come together like a masterpiece crafted by time itself. When light hits the surface of a perfect coin, it glows like a drop of molten copper, alive, timeless, and powerful. People who have owned these rare pennies describe the feeling as magical, almost spiritual. It's not just wealth, it's wonder. It's the thrill of knowing that a simple coin, something most people overlook, can hold the power to rewrite your destiny overnight. So, if you ever come across a 1958 D1 cent wheat penny, don't underestimate it. Hold it gently, look closely, and let it tell its story. You might be staring at a coin worth millions, a tiny copper piece that carries history, beauty, and fortune in equal measure. It's a reminder that in life, even the smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. The 1958 D wheat penny proves that miracles don't always shine in gold. Sometimes they glow in copper. So keep searching, keep collecting, and never stop believing, because the next coin you find could be the one that changes your fortune forever. See you in the next video.